So I'm back down in my tiny little house again right now. This one right here that you're all very familiar with, my tiny house. And the whole parking lot back here behind the burned out gas station is fenced off here. So I just come down and I swing this gate open and drive in here so I can get down in to my tiny little house and move it around when I have to. So I came down by my tiny house over here and I came and walked around, went around back to check everything out. And I found a note on my door up there. A note. Yeah, it's a very, very nice note. Don't get me wrong, a very nice note. But basically what it says for, in a nutshell, for environmental issues and basically health issues, safety issues, because you got to have a steel toe, hard hat, steel toes and all that on a safety construction site and that sort of thing. But many, many issues. But one of the biggest important thing was ICBC, that's a British Columbia insurance company. It's a provincial insurance company. They're the ones that have to pay for the whole thing, and they got insurance stuff through the roof kind of thing. And basically what happens is with a situation like that with so much insurance policies and everything, for someone to be on site, you have to be like an accredited night security company, and have all the WCB in you know, and all that kind of stuff. All the stuff you need to be insured and everything like that. So they can't just hire a subcontractor or anything like that to do the job. It has to be like all accredited insurance and WCB. I don't know what else it is, but a lot of technical stuff. Anyway, so that's the situation. So we're just gonna have to relocate everything. I'm gonna have to move everything out of here and do something with it. Okay, so you want to come along for the ride? Okay, let's do it. Hello, how are you doing? We're going to have a brief interruption to the being evicted video and the moving out video, because basically I wanted to make sure I got that Toyota 4Runner off the lot and out of there before I hauled my little tiny house away. So basically what I did was I spoke to my friend on the mainland and I convinced him to come over to, get it going again and up and running and see what he can do with it, and then basically end up taking it over to the mainland there. So that's what we planned, and so that day he was going to come in on the ferry, the evening's ferry. So anyway, so he showed up at 1 o'clock in the morning off the ferry. And then I said, like, what do you want to do? You want to go crash in a motel or whatever, for the night and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, no, he goes, no, I want to go and see if I can get it going and, and all that kind of stuff. And so I went, okay, fine. So 2 o'clock in the morning, we're up there tinkering around with the Toyota 4Runner in the dark with my headlights on. And yeah, he was playing around, puttering around, doing his thing basically. He's amazing mechanic, the best. Anyway, so he's doing his thing, and then he goes in there and he starts it up and starts running, and it's like everything seems to be functioning well and everything like that. And so I said, okay, cool. Well, do you want to come down, park down near us where we are and that, and sleep and get up and take the ferry later? And he goes, no. He says, I want to just go home. I just want to get off this island. And so he says, I'm going to just go down and sit and wait for the 4:30 in the morning ferry, right? And, by the time we'd done that, he was taking off close to 3 o'clock in the morning. So it wasn't a long wait for the ferry because it's a long drive. But anyway, so it takes off there. I come home. I get ready, jump into bed, and I'm trying to sleep. And next thing I know, about I don't know, I think it was 4 in the morning or something, I get a phone call from him and says, hey, you got to come down and get me. I'm broken down on this side of the highway, like I think it was 1 kilometer away from the ferry, which is not very far at all. And so anyway, I was like, oh my God. So I drove all the way back down there. It's like an hour, and I think it's about an hour drive. And so I drove all the way down there and I found him. And he jumped in my truck and I said, so what do you want to do? So we're coming up with all sorts of ideas, right? But anyway, long story short, he basically said, we want to get an alternator for it and throw that in. And he says he's pretty confident that's what it was. So we go up by Parksville again. It's an hour drive. And we sit there and wait until 8 o'clock in the morning. A Lord goes open and try and find a generator. So, that was Saturday morning. And so we find out we can't get a generator, alternator. It was an alternator. We can't get an alternator locally, so we had to get one sent down from up island kind of thing. And it wasn't going to be in until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And so we had both been up since the morning before, and I basically had to go and do a live show at 12 noon. Anyway, so what we did was I went and did my show and went down to waited for the part to come in right after the show. Went down there, drove him down there, and we spent like over 3 hours at least, minimum, in the hot sun. It was very hot, very hot. It was close to 90 degrees. Anyway, did all that. He finally got it running, and then here's what happened after that. Okay, ciao for now. So when I mentioned in my live we had an issue with the Toyota and trying to get it off the island there, this is what happened. Here's the truck here. Trucks here. Trying to do this in between traffic. Trucks here. The Toyota got this far and that was it, and it died. So my very, very good friend here is underneath trying to do the alternator here. And we're hoping that's the problem, and just take one step at a time, basically. This is kind of crazy. It was running great, and all of a sudden it just died. And
I'm not hoping it's a problem. It is the problem.
okay, it is the problem, yeah. And there's trouble. That's a puppy from baby's first litter of Trouble, Lucy, and Buddy. And the 3 dogs, and looks a lot like Angel, only different. Yeah, so that's from the very first litter. Angel is from the 3rd litter, and last litter of baby is going to have. So yeah, so that's what we're doing here, trying to fix this thing, Toyota again, get it on the ferry and onto the mainland, and that's our goal. And that's basically why I've been up, well, we've been up for since yesterday morning, kind of thing. So this could be like a long afternoon too. And also on top of that, I'm having a hard time remembering standing out of the sunshine because I forgot my stockings, my other stockings, the cheap ones there, at the house there I'm staying, and I forgot them in my rush and everything like that. And I can't stand in the sun, and as soon as I stand in the sun I feel it on my legs. Not a good thing, so I gotta keep reminding myself to stay out of the sun and watch traffic. So anyway, let's see if I can give any assistance here, and we'll keep you updated on the progress of this whole situation. Okay, ciao. So the Toyota is now running, and I had to run over to the gas station and get some antifreeze, because in order to put the new alternator in, which is what we had to do, you had to unhook all these hoses and that, and a lot of the rad fluid came out. So I'm here getting some antifreeze for the Toyota. So now we're just going to head back to the truck and take that back over to where my friend is there with the Toyota. And it looks like it's going to work really perfectly to get it back to the mainland, which is great. This is all we wanted. All right, let's go see the girls. Ciao. Okay, I just got back with the antifreeze and we topped everything up here. We're settling down, but all it needed was ouch, hit my head here. Alternator down in there. The new alternator, swapped it out. That's all we needed to get the sucker going, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
That was
not
cool,
like
but that's,
not like a normal alternator.
no, it's not like a normal alternator, yeah.
It's gonna dismantle half the engine.
Yeah, it was a crazy job. Crazy job. And basically it took us all of one day, but we've been kind of dealing with it for, since 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Anyway, it's running. It's going to end up going to the mainland, so that's cool. Awesome. Everything's cool again. I love it. Just one more thing I don't have to deal with. Okay. Ciao for now. I guess you're on the road again, Trouble. Yes. You're on the road again, yeah. Everything's fixed now, Trouble, and you and Dad can go home now. Yeah. Awesome, eh? Alright, see you later. Hello. There we go, running beautifully, wonderfully, all good. My friend's heading for the ferry there and heading to the mainland there to Karamis.
See you later, man.
Okay, you take care, man. That's great, awesome. See you, Trouble. Hey, Trouble. See you, buddy. Yeah. All right, take care, my friend. Great job, and good luck, and I'll see you over there sometime fairly soon, I hope. Okay, take care, man. Okay, there he's off. Let's say into the sunset, but the sun's behind us. There he's going, Duke Point Ferry. He's going to get off in Tawasin on the other side and head out to Abbotsford and beyond from there. So there goes my Toyota 4Runner. Stuck at the side of the highway for practically 2 full days, just about. Anyway, now, basically, we got to get ourselves off the side of the highway. We got to kind of do a U-turn and go back the other way and go back home now and get back on track with everything else now that that's one project out of the way. Alrighty. Oh my God, that was a long 2.5 days, really, basically, and all. Yeah, crazy. I'm tired. I haven't slept for 2 days, so wow, I'm gonna need a really long nap. So we'll catch you on the next video clip. Okay, ciao for now. Hey girlies, you want to get going? Yeah, let's get going. Yeah. So as you can see, there is no more Toyota 4Runner around. Yes. So basically, as we speak right now, the Toyota 4Runner will be just outside of Karamis, heading for its new home again. Yep. That's about where it would be right now, sort of thing. So now we can get on with the basic eviction of the gas station here. Anyway, yeah, so it's wow. I'm sure you can see how sunny it is and gorgeous it is out here. Look at that sunshine. It is well over 80 degrees out here. It's yeah, definitely over to 80 degrees here. We're having a fantastic spring here on the island here. It's wonderful, really sunny, warm weather lately. It's great. That's basically why most of us live on the island. There we go. So now that the 4Runner's taken care of and everything's done, we can excuse me. It's a long. I got some sleep last night finally, but it was a really long weekend this weekend. Yeah, it started at 1 o'clock in the morning, basically, after I'd been up all day. 1 o'clock in the morning, Friday evening, and we just kept going for pretty much 2.5 days. And then I got some sleep last night. I heard that my friend Sandor got some sleep on the side of the highway in the 4Runner with his little dog Trouble. So there we go. So anyway, that's all done. So now just move out the tiny house and get going. So all we're going to have to do here, let's hook this little puppy up here, the house to the truck, and get on out of here, okay? Let's do that right now. Okay, everything is perfectly hooked up now. Everything, and I've done my pre-trip inspection all the way around, and we're all good to go, so we can get out of here now. Okay, we are ready, so again, let's do like the babies and head out. Wagon ho! Well, here we are. We're parked at the side of the road on municipal property, and this is where we can park and stay. And we're just barely even half a block from my friend's house here, so we can park out here anytime we want and just haul the sucker around every time I go anywhere. So, yeah, and there's the dogs there. Dogs in the yard barking, and these girls are barking. So I gotta shut everybody up, okay? Ciao for now. We were just coming down the driveway and look at the cute little garter snake. He was suntanning. And now he's going to take off because we scared him. Cute little garter snake. Cute. Bye-bye, little snake. Bye-bye. Totally unpoisonous.